morning, everybody. We are here. It live in the place to be. The place to be. We are going live with the Hard Truths, our WWE SummerSlam Night One edition reaction show live on your social media networks on Facebook. We're live on Twitter and we're live on YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to have some fun tonight. The show was, we'll see how the show is, but everybody has filed out of the arena, but they filed out to the outside so that they can watch our show live in the building, the place to be. I am the villain himself. I don't do this by myself. I got a slew of crew with us to react to this night one at SummerSlam live from Minnesota. I got the queen herself, Miss Stacy, in the building. Queen B, what up?
What up, fam?
What up? We good?
What up? What up? Ready for a good night? I'm sure we've got a lot to talk about on night one.
Absolutely, we do. And then the man behind the boards, Mr. No Heel Turn himself, Aaron Sirius, No Heel Turn Simmons, in the building. What it do, baby?
You know, it's not often I come on these shows and pop my collar and say, I told you so. But I'm going to do a lot of that on today because my at the bottom was very, very demonstrative on Wednesday. We got some stuff to talk about. Let's go to work.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, God forbid we call it like we see it, but anyway. And then Mr. Controversy himself, who is never right, only right like a broken clock twice a day. Corey in the building, broken clock. What up, Corey?
Lander, they're right.
I think Nick Aldis is about to quit right now, but screw y'all at the top.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Right once in a while.
The heel turn is coming. You know what? Hold on. This is my intro, not yours. When the heel turn happens, it's gonna be so much sweeter. Oh, you kicked the wrong person out.
I didn't hit the button.
Nope, that's my fault.
See, they trying to kick me out. They trying to silence me around here. When it happens, it's gonna be so much sweeter. And I'm glad you know what? I'm gonna let you have a win tonight because it's coming. And when it does, it's over for you. He just resigned.
Just turned in his letter of resignation.
You can unmute yourself, boss.
You guys listen to. I'm gonna do this thing. He handed the resignation. Triple H is talking, so I'm not sure what he's doing. So, Stace, give me a recap once he's finished talking. But Corey, okay, all right, perfect. Me too. As normal, Corey, you're wrong. Just admit you're wrong. It's okay.
Wrong.
Let's go, Triple H.
What? I was wrong one time, and I got the date wrong. I didn't get the end result wrong. It's coming.
It is coming.
Yeah, it is coming. It's not coming. So he ripped up the letter of resignation. So everybody that's watching live with us,
hold on. And you want to know what? I'm glad you're talking about that because what I say Wednesday. See, I'm about to get right about something. I told y'all this match was the trial for him to be a full-time wrestler. What just happened? See, we're going to, at some point.
No. Right. You did well.
I ain't trying to hear that.
No. You listen.
No. So he said you're the general manager of SmackDown said lay off Gunther, get back to work. So that's the storyline. But we'll see. Listen, it might have been a one-off for him. I think he's been around the block. He's done a lot in TNA in his career. And it was just I think he wanted that one match, and I think Triple H, wanted to give it to him too. I think he deserved it, and he pulled up a hell of a match. But let's talk about SummerSlam in general. The fact that Corey is wrong as always. Broken clock, seriously, broken clock is right twice a day. But listen, I'll start with you, Corey. You had some comments for us as we were talking back and forth. Give me your grade for SummerSlam night one.
First of all, Sirius is betting like 20% for the year.
We're
not going to do this. All right?
Today. Where your man? Where your man?
But no, tonight, the Liv match up until Cody and Punk was the match of the night. Liv and EO. That was a main event level match.
Yeah.
Punk and Cody was the best match of the night, as we thought it would be. But the main event of the night, Brock and Over. I mean, we thought they'd get. I thought they'd get 15 to 20, but on Wednesday, I think Villain said they'd get between 5 and 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
They got 13 match minutes. That's good, but it was a good match for what it was. They did a little more than I thought they would. I think we all see that Brock it's over. I think the end of the night cemented it. It was a hell of a way to go out, but overall, I mean, 3 out of 6 matches was to me was good, and that was the 3 I just mentioned. So I'll give night 1 a C. I'll give it a C. It wasn't great. They were going for bigger than Mania.
Okay,
if that was what they were going for, which is what everybody was saying. They failed. But I'll give them a C for tonight, and I don't.
No.
Let him finish.
I feel like tomorrow got a potential to be better because on paper, 4 out of the 6 matches look like they could be bangers. But the reports were they wanted SummerSlam this year to be bigger than Mania. If that's what they were aiming for, they failed.
I can push back on that, but I want serious. I'm gonna let you go first.
No, I mean, I think we're going to have the same pushback because if we're comparing night 1 apples to apples,
that's what I'm saying.
Night 1 was a little bit, I would say a little bit significantly better than WrestleMania night 1. So,
yeah, everybody here said night 1 of Mania was trash.
Was a D. We all gave it a D.
But let me push back to your pushback though. I mean, I know you got your chest poked out and all that because Cody didn't turn and all that. and match for match, it was better than night 1.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go back and look at the after show of night 1, it was still Mania, and we still had that Mania energy. We ain't got that right now. Like it's subdued in here. So it failed. What up, Coach?
What did it do, Coach?
Coach.
Hello.
I mean,
you in the building?
I give night 1 a C.
All right. So, what? Let me get your vote. Your vote.
I agree. I agree with Corey. I mean, although I think the top 3 matches were definitely EO and Cody, and I think the Hell in a Cell was pretty solid based off what it was. The other matches, it was a complete miss for me. Although I'm not going to throw the 6-man under the bus because Solo did some of the best work I've seen him do in a very long time. But we'll get to that in a minute. But I think a C+ is pretty fair.
Okay, Stace, what do you got for a grade for night 1?
Yeah, I mean C+. I think that the matches we thought would deliver would delivered. The matches that we thought wouldn't. And I mean, I think that I really enjoyed, and to say this for a while, I really enjoyed the Punk Cody match. And for what we got out of Brock and Oba was good. And the first match was just amazing. Liv and Io went. And I gotta tell you, the Nick Gunther match wasn't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all things considered, it wasn't. I mean, so I'm happy. I'm happy with the night 1 compared to how I felt, again, to Corey's point, after SummerSlam or after WrestleMania. I would agree with C+. I expect more tomorrow night, though.
Okay.
To raise the grade. Definitely to raise the grade.
That's fair. Coach, how's that? In the building. Good to see you. Kayfabe is dead. We're talking about SummerSlam night 1. What do you got for a grade for me, brother? And good to see you.
Good to be seen. I guess hold on real quick. Let me do something real quick here. I guess I gotta turn the fucking hat around and like fucking bullshit. Okay. The fucking MLB logo is showing. Sorry, let me just throw my fucking hat on. There we go.
They don't pay our bills, right? Well, we're affiliated with.
We're affiliated with MLB.
MLB shop. If you went to the website, you go to executiveview.com
The
slash deal.
Giants are MLB team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, hey, listen, we're affiliated with MLB Shop. You can go to the
That's
store,
right.
MLB Shop. Click on our link. You can get exclusive deals from the
My
executives.
hat
So
is
you can.
currently across the room now. I threw it. You see, I threw the hat. Anyway,
It's all good.
no hat needed. We'll fix all this in post. So don't worry about it. All right.
I got you.
Anyway, C sounds about right. Not even a C plus, like a C. I mean, you start off really good with the EO and Liv match, and I mean, of course, these are two top-notch women, like going out there and just having a fantastic match. I did like, again, I said this in our chat that we have, and I was like, I didn't think that the interference from the Judgment Day ladies was needed.
No.
It was appreciated,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. But it wasn't needed. It was a really good match, and I kind of felt like, yeah, with EO, winning, at the Queen of the Ring, I was like, yeah, I think Liv's gonna win this one, and she did. It was just kind of, it was a good match, and then you go on and like the 6-man tag match, which I thought was going to be just awful, was worse than I thought it was going to be. There was some cool spots, stuff like that. I mean, of course, like Solo, like just the comic genius that is Solo Sokoa.
Yes.
Just like the running it back, and it's like it's. I think what makes it funnier for me is that is such a little brother type thing to do, and it's actually he's actually his little brother, so it's
Right.
almost natural to him to do these things, to kind of turn the knife in his side, stuff like that. So it comes natural to him, and that's why it comes off like even funnier to me, because it's like I'm sure he has done this stuff to them his entire life. So it's just so that was funny. I liked I got a good look at Royce Keys in this match. I was kind of like, he was the person I was just kind of looking at, because like all the other guys are kind of like, this is established, and it's just good to see him on a big stage, like SummerSlam, and that spot with him and Jacob, like the Power Slam into the
That was
Timekeeper.
dope.
That
Nice.
that was a very good spot. He nailed that. I mean, Jacob sold it. That was a really good spot, because you're so used to, okay, here we go. Like Jacob's getting ready to like hip him right through it, and then it's like, and then for him to catch him and power slam him was fantastic. I will say this again. I was looking forward to the Nick Aldis and Gunther match, and it did about what I thought it was going to be. Nick Aldis is a guy who he had been dreaming of this moment for a long time. And if you guys watched a little bit of the post show, that's why I was a little late. I was caught up watching the post show. It's like, I mean, Nick Aldis had long been wanting to be a part of WWE, and he said he would do anything, and they didn't really want him to wrestle, so he became GM, and like the rest is history. But for him to finally get that moment with his wife and son there, and he didn't look terrible for a guy who hadn't wrestled in so long. And it's not like Nick Aldis is like an old guy or whatever like that, but it's just like 3 years, and he didn't have any kind of warm up match, and I'm sure he got in the lab with Gunther and some other guys to like kind of like get back in the ring and kind of get his land legs, but he did really well, and
Yeah.
I will suggest that you guys go back and watch his best 2 out of 3 falls match with Cody Rhodes at NWA 70. It is one of the best matches in the last 10 years. Like it is a fantastic match. So I'm sure you can find it on over. And we've seen it. If you paid attention to it this whole time, it's like Brock Lesnar loves Obafemi. Loves
does.
him.
Does.
You know what I'm
He
saying? He loves this kid, because again, he sees a lot of himself in Obafemi. And that's why he's like, you know what? That's the one. That's the guy who I'm gonna put over on my way out. And he did a wonderful job with it. And yeah, it's like Obafemi is officially now the next big thing. So yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, listen, I don't disagree with you guys. I don't think it was a terrible night. I don't think it was a star like a 5-star night. I think a C plus is probably where I land, because I probably give the Gunther Nick Aldis match a little bit of a better grade than I think you guys might have gave it. I think the 6-woman match was forgettable. Unfortunately, that Brie got hurt, but I think that was forgettable. Other than the fact that I love JC Fallon and Laney, I absolutely love Laney. Oh my god, I love Fatal Influence, but
Hmm.
I think honestly the 6-man tag wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I think it was where I thought it was going to
Meh.
be, and so I wasn't looking for like a 5-star match. I was looking for about a 3.5, and that's exactly what I got. So I wasn't disappointed. I don't know if you noticed, but I thought Jay ate a hell of a finish from Knight. I thought the way he took that blunt force trauma was pretty sick.
Yeah, it
Um,
was good. It was good. Mhm.
it was good. So, and I agree with you, Royce. He fumbled a little bit when he was trying to get Jimmy up, but and I think the ref kind of helped him out a little bit, so to get him back on track. But I thought he had a pretty good showing as well. So I'm not going to hate on that. But like you guys said, the matches that we thought were going to cook absolutely cooked, and so I'll give it a C plus. I don't think it's in the B range, but I honestly think it was better than WrestleMania Night One. So, I mean, let's go around the room, fellas, and Queen. I'll start with you. I'll start with you, Serious. Because Cody didn't turn, so I'll start with you.
That's
Cody
right.
didn't turn, so Corey can go last. Corey can go
Yeah.
last for
Yeah.
everything because Cody didn't turn. But I mean,
Yet.
what was your favorite match of the night?
I love Rhea, not Rhea. See, my head's on Rhea. I love Rhea.
Yeah.
I was
I
saying
love
you're the wrong SummerSlam.
right. I loved, I love that so much because both women did exceptionally well.
Mhm.
Um, I just felt as though there were moments where I wasn't really sure which way that was gonna turn, and
Right.
for a good portion of the match, I'm like, yo, Liv may win this, but the curse. Liv may win this, but the curse. And
Mhm.
Io got her move sets off, and even with the interference from the Judgment Day ladies, to everybody's point, I felt was pointless and useless unless you were going to further the story and have some interference and some running, getting involved with Raquel Rodriguez to set up something going forward.
Mhm.
There was none of that went on, but all things considered, that opening match was chef's kiss. It really was.
Yeah, I mean, two masters at their craft. Coach, what was your match of the night?
Yeah, I would say EO and Liv barely like kind of get over Cody and Punk for me. Like I said, the interference I didn't think was needed because like man, those women were going. They were
Yeah,
going, and I think it actually kind of like stunted the. It kind of killed the vibe of the match a little bit
a
because it
little
was just
bit.
like
Yeah,
yeah, because it was kind of like they were going, and then it's like oh, and now here comes the Judgment Day,
yeah,
you know.
running the same play that they ran last week.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like I mean, but that's the whole thing when you're in a fashion and stuff like that. I mean, that comes with the territory, so I understand that. But I just like, man, just let them go. I didn't like that part, but it's just for us like when it was just EO and Liv, it was just fantastic. EO, look, Liv, I don't know if Liv showed her how to do it or what, but it's like EO hit that Oblivion clean.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
because I was like, wow. Okay,
I
I was
thought she
like,
was gonna win after
yeah,
that.
yeah. I was like, for a split second, I was like, is she gonna win it with the?
That
Because
would have been awesome.
that would have crushed Liv's ego so
Hmm.
much, and that would have been, and I think that would have been a good thing with the storyline with her like losing with her own move. But she hit it clean.
Hmm.
Look, it was a fantastic match. Like I said, I put it a little bit over Cody and Punk, so I think the ladies really showed out tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, that's my favorite match of the night, and I think I agree. Cody and Punk, they're just two masters with the pen. And you know what I mean? Like they really just two guys that really know how to psychology of a match can tell a
Hmm.
story within the match. But when you're telling me that EO has mastered this bullet train on the outside to the
Right.
pole, like and because when she hit it, I'm like, damn, she's messed up. Like that's how
Yeah.
good she is. And I said
Hmm.
it in the chat to you guys, I was like, these EO can dance with anybody and make
Hmm.
them look good, and so can
Sure.
Liv. So when you
Hmm.
put them two together in a match, it's just chef's kiss.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Queen Stacy, what do you got? What's the match of the night for you?
Yeah. I mean, there's no argument for me. I think that the the main event night of the night it was EO and Liv. I mean, Corey said it like the match was so good to kick the night off
Hmm.
that they couldn't keep the momentum the rest of the night. because they really handled their business. Like, and I said this in pre-show that one of my favorite moments, even though it wasn't necessary for Judgment Day to come out, I was glad they did. And I loved when Raquel caught Liv upside down. Like, that was flawless. Like, she flew through, she caught her, got her right to the ground. I mean, it was seamless, and that was great. I was like, that shows her power. That gives Raquel a little bit of steam. And I thought there was nothing in the match that felt unfinished or felt not right. We probably could have watched them wrestle for an hour and been equally as excited to beginning to end. They could have gone longer. They just didn't have time.
Yeah.
So it was just a power by power match for them, and that was a main event match. So I'm glad they started with it.
And it's funny to me, I think, and Corey, I want to get your opinion too, but I feel like Liv needed this more, just because, like, kind of the criticism that she's been getting the last 100 days, not defending her title, and I don't think that's really on her. I think it's kind of people like forget how good she is, and like I give her a lot of crap.
And there are people who think she's not really that good, and it's just like,
what are you watching?
There is a corner of the internet that thinks this lady stinks, and it's like she is one of the best women in wrestling, and it's just like I get tired of these people who like, look, I understand it's like the one guy who I follow is just like Mid Morgan is like, what are we doing here? I'm just like, it sounds funny. Like, I love alliteration too. You know what I'm saying? Alliteration's fun. It's fun to say things, you know, but it's like,
it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I saw a female podcaster this week that was like, there are too many blondes, and Liv is leading the charge, and she's trash. And that it was a whole went all in on all the blondes are specifically not great in WWE and are only there because they're blondes. And I was like, the people that she listed, I was like, they can go. They can go. I don't understand the hate.
That's just hate. That's just hate for the sake of hating. So, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, like Liv, I hate Liv. And that's the point, right? Corey preaches to me every day. He's like, you're supposed to hate her, and she's doing her job. Like, she's supposed to be annoying of all time. And that's the point. You know what I mean? Like, that's the point. And like, you got to be able to connect with a heel that like Ric Flair that just goes woo and says, I got, $5,000 alligator shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to connect with that dude. You're supposed to hate him. Like, that's the point. Corey, match of the night, my brother. What you got for me, man? I know you focus on your boy Triple H talking right now.
Oh, I was actually sitting back listening to y'all because I don't get to hear Coach speak that often. So when Coach speaks, I mute the mic and I let him cook because that man know what he's talking about.
That's right.
I will say this before I give you my match of the night. I was one of the people that said I did not think Liv was a great wrestler. I was wrong. She proved me hella wrong tonight. I'm a Liv fan. I love Liv's character. In the ring, I was like, she's not great. She's decent. I was wrong. Liv can go. And part of that was EO, but I mean, if you sit back and think about it, as I've been doing since while y'all was talking, I don't remember Liv having a bad match.
No, not really. The only bad match he had was when she hurt her arm because she couldn't do anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
She gets her kudos from me. I've never called her Mid Morgan, but I have heard exactly
I just wish she
that.
did it more. I wish she wrestled more. And my thing is,
but that's not on her.
I mean, but the thing is, it's not. You know what I'm saying? But it's times like this when we realize and remember how good she actually is. And by her not actually wrestling for 100 days, it gave those people that don't think she's good the fuel to say the stupid stuff. Because to be honest with you, man, like I think we all sitting here knew when EO picked her at King of the Ring or whatever, King of the Ring, that match was going to go
champions.
Night of Champions, whatever.
But see, Night of Champions, which you're mentioning, is why I can't give this match of the night. Cody and Punk to me was match of the night, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you spent months building up this curse, and it just disappeared.
Yep.
I cannot give it a match of the night because you told me a story, and now the story's ruined. He can't curse nobody, and I believe it anymore. Like it's
I
nothing.
disagree. I
I
disagree.
think y'all putting way too much weight on the curse.
No.
Yeah,
Coach,
yeah,
Coach,
no,
Coach,
no,
you're not putting too much weight on it. WWE put too much weight on it.
Yeah.
no. Here's the thing. He cursed her
I think
for a
for
night. The curses don't
You
don't
cannot.
last forever. He
Bro,
cursed
you
her for
cannot.
one night.
I told you before the show started. You cannot make it make sense. He just said the other night the Judgment Day is still cursed. He said that. I didn't
Yeah.
say it. You didn't say it. Stacy didn't say it. He said it.
Who's
The
he?
Yeah.
curse is back
He
up.
did.
Danhausen?
Danhausen.
But he's talking about JD and Dom, man. Like
He said
No.
the
He said
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. She's part of
He
the
said-
Judgment Day.
She's actually
Yeah.
the leader of the Judgment Day.
okay, so
now,
you're no, but wait, you're reading too much into this curse.
Yeah, I think y'all reading way too much into the curse. That's just me personally. Yeah.
Y'all two aren't reading enough into it because they the ones that told me this curse was real. They did that. I didn't do it. I don't even like Danhausen. But I've listened to Villain, Triple H, the New York Knicks, ESPN, Stacy and Sirius. I've listened to all these people tell me the curse is real. They told me so much that the curse is real that they've all said he can never curse another team because that'll ruin it.
First of all, you made my daughter leave the room because you say you don't like Danhausen. She's very upset right now.
I apologize, Avery.
She's very no. She left the room. You can't talk to her. She don't want to talk.
Right.
She said I'm going to get Corey after the show. That's what she said. I ain't say it.
Hey, look,
I don't want none of that smoke.
Danhausen is for the kids.
Danhausen for the seeds.
Listen, all I'm saying is back in the day, if that ice cream truck came down my street, nobody was going to that truck. I'm just saying. That truck meant a whole lot of different things way back in the day that they're rolling with that now.
Nah, no. Well, we ain't had no ice cream truck come
Yeah,
down.
yeah. We ain't. You guys had ice cream trucks in y'all growing up.
Dude, I used to have to go to the corner store, get a box of Kool-Aid, mix it up, put it in some like make some quarter water, put in some ice and sell it. You know what I mean, for a quarter.
That's how I had the fruit pops.
That's how we did the fruit pops. I had all assorted flavors. I had
that bad in my neck of the woods.
As long as mom didn't throw it out the refrigerator, out of the freezer, I had something to sell. I had my quarter water. That's how I got my hustle on. You know what I'm saying?
If you watching and you listening to Villain tell their story, I want you to know we not all that old. All right, that's that corner of the screen. We not.
And some of us are older.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Stacey,
Not that old.
He look it. But see, you're proving my point. They got merch because the curse is supposed to be real.
I like that. That's dope.
No, that's very good.
Thank you, Miss Stacy. Thank you, Brian. Love you, Brian.
And they killed the curse in 20 minutes.
You're crazy. The curse will live forever. Curse will live forever. But so why did you like Punk and Corey Rhodes?
Because they put
call them on Punk.
They put on a classic. I know I'm biased, but everybody in here knows I think Roman and Punk's match of the year right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a close second. Those two, and I tell you what, Sirius was right. He didn't turn heel tonight, but you can't tell me there weren't point in that matches where you were like, he's really gonna do it.
Even you said it felt dark.
Yeah, he was so frustrated.
The intro felt dark.
Yeah,
everything about Cody tonight.
No, it wasn't dark. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was dark. It was Street Fighter hits theaters October 13th.
Yes.
It just felt, again. I mean, I got that point, but the whole match just felt. It felt like at any moment, to Corey's point, he could pull the trigger and do some heel shit. Like he had the turnbuckle. You feel me?
I want to remind you. I'll tell you guys what Brian Jr. said. He said, "Mom, you guys keep talking about whether Cody's going to turn or not. He has to turn before October 10th." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because his Street Fighter character is a villain. Why wouldn't he be a villain to help sell his movie?"
That makes sense.
Perfect.
You know how long it took WWE to let John Cena turn heel?
Bro,
you know how long one John Cena. There's only one John Cena.
But you know how much heel stuff John Cena used to do? You know how much heel stuff John Cena used to do? Like, John Cena used to do heelish stuff. throwing people off the stage and everything, and they would never turn that man heel. Triple H will never turn Corey Rhodes heel. Never.
First of all, you're wrong because you watched Unreal, and he specifically said on Unreal the crowd's going to turn him a heel. The crowd literally is starting. I don't know.
You heard him, Boo.
I don't know how much.
Got booed for 10, 15 years. Cena got booed for 10, 15 years. What are we talking about, Corey?
Villain. Vince was running the company then. The boos didn't matter to Vince.
He liked the boos. He's like, they booing. They don't boo nobody's. Like,
People know that. You've let me know 100 times. You worked there.
I'm telling you that just because he's not there no more, don't mean that the playbook ain't got thrown out with him. They're not. Listen, Corey, you've been telling.
I got the date wrong. All right, I got the date wrong.
Listen. If you got the date wrong before your wedding, that means you ain't getting married. You are not right. It's never gonna happen. You've been telling me he's turning heel for over a year. Serious. When did this rhetoric start? And it's been about a year.
He is not the only one. Y'all are going hard on Corey, and I am all in. I was the first one to bring it up before Corey. I was first.
I'm not going to turn on you. I got my Danhausen shirt. I'm not going to
turn on you. Corey down by himself. I'm not letting Corey go down for this because
Stacey, I'm gonna love you later. Right now, you're wrong. It's not gonna happen.
Not yet does not mean not ever.
Y'all can preach. Listen, y'all can preach all you want to. You don't have a congregation. Nobody is in the pew. You got nobody putting the tithes in there. You got nothing. You got nothing.
Y'all are never right. So since you're right, we'll let you have your cheering. That's good.
All right,
that's cute.
I mean, but can we? Can we put like a timestamp on this? I mean, it's like right now, as of today, August 1st, not right. Okay, not right. Okay, so then as of today, not right. Okay,
it's fine. Listen, and this segment is brought to you by the good folks at ProMe. Get to our website. Use the code ExecutivesView 2026. Get 15% off your order at ProMe for all your bedding needs. Get your silk seats, pillowcases, all that stuff. You got to have your ladies laying on silk, falling back, getting their so their hair and get all sweaty and stuff. But listen, it's never gonna happen.
Can I make my point?
Yes, go ahead.
Please.
Yes, go ahead. Make your point. Go ahead. Make your point. So as we proceed to give you what you need.
Jeez.
You're best.
Good night, Irene.
Go ahead.
Look, I sent y'all the thing earlier. There's multiple reports out there saying that they're leaving the heel turn up to Cody.
Okay.
And Cody wants to turn heel. It's gonna happen at some point. I was wrong tonight.
Yeah. I mean, eventually you'll be right. I mean, like a broken clock is right twice a day. So.
And can I say something? Can I say something real quick?
Coach.
Heel Cody is my favorite version of Cody.
For real.
No, absolutely.
Like heel Cody when he was kind of heel in AEW, but when he was in New Japan, when he was running Bullet Club. That was some of Cody's best work. Heel Cody is amazing because it's just like it comes natural to him. Mm-hmm. It's just like I feel like what he's doing now is something kind of like but it seemed like when he was a true heel, when he was like terrorizing everybody in New Japan and stuff like that, it was some of his best work. And I personally can't wait to see that a lot of people see that side of Cody because like he is a fantastic heel. So
I mean, I don't get confused with Stardust Cody or like when he was the Intercontinental Champion. He had the white belt, like he was kind of like that little deranged with the mask, right? The little deranged heel. Like those are good versions of a heel Cody, but to your point, slightly AEW, really more New Japan. That heel Cody, I can get with. But it ain't happening, brother. It ain't happening.
Yeah, look to the archives and see that, and it's not coming.
It is. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. But I mean, we had some solid matches. We had some clunkers. Let's get through the six tag matches. The which match, coach? Which match was worse? the,
Um,
of the six six person tags.
you know what is it like a hydrogen bomb, a coffin baby? Like like the meme. Like um, I don't know. I would say the men's match was better. And I'll say the women's match was a little bit worse just because again it's just like I'm sorry like like I've said this before. I said this Tuesday night. It's like nostalgia can be dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
Yep.
like
yeah,
nostalgia
yeah,
can be very dangerous because sometimes when you think about it, the good old days really were they really that good? And it's just like like okay, I get it. The Bella twins, Paige, ooh, good legends. Like Paige is probably gonna end up her coming back, quote unquote, home, and then she'll do some stuff like that. Like she'll probably end up in the Hall of Fame one day or whatever like that. They made a movie about her family, for God's sake. You know what I'm saying? It's like so
Right.
I get it. I'm ready for the new blood. I'm ready for Fatal Influence to take over this quote unquote division. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that. I'm glad that they got the win because it's like we're moving this forward. I'm glad that Paige and look, this is no knock on the Bellas. I've never been the biggest Bella fan. You know, like just full disclosure. I
yeah.
am glad that now maybe Paige is getting away from that, but of course no,
Yes.
she's gonna stay in the Bella Vortex for a little bit longer.
Has to.
And it was wild to me that like okay, look, like I said in the chat, it's like look, the big wheel have to keep on turning. So Bree, like helping, like they're jumping her while she's like holding at her shoulder. It's like it's like
Mhm.
what are we doing here, man? Maybe we call an audible there, ladies. I don't know. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I'm all for the ending of the match. Get Paige away from the Bellas, at least in that capacity, to where they'll have a match at what is WrestlePalooza next or whatever like that. I don't know what's next.
No,
yeah.
Money in the Bank
No,
is next.
no.
Money Banks in October.
Well, that was in
I
September.
think they're doing WrestlePalooza again.
WrestlePalooza's
WrestlePalooza.
So
next.
so like let them have a little to do at WrestlePalooza, get this out of the way, and I want Paige kind of in the singles. Put Paige in that Intercontinental Champion. Well, no, she's on. So like, you put her in that
Yeah,
U.S. title.
yeah. She's
Like
technically SmackDown. Yeah,
so put her in that U.S. title. Scene or whatever like that. Which oh god, who knows what's going on with that. But yeah, I would say the men's match was a little bit better just because there was some clunkiness and some kind of like some
Right.
missteps in the women's match that was kind of like and then but like of anything else I'm glad it kind of gets Paige kind of away from them and then of course like my fatal influence agenda continues to be strong so yeah.
So to add some clarity, the next PLE is a Saturday Night's main event, September 6th, and then Money in the Bank is October 10th.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no WrestlePalooza, so
Yeah.
just like a like Saturday main event.
WrestlePalooza has not been scheduled, but it's on the calendar. They've
Yeah, I
already
thought so.
said
Yeah.
they've already put that out. They just haven't set a date.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta stop calling Saturday night's main event PLE.
Because they're not.
It's a
Because they're
glorified
not.
house show.
Because they're not. They're
Yeah.
not. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
not.
it's a
They're not PLA.
televised.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a televised.
because when he just said that, I was like, "Porqué?"
Yeah.
Extreme.
I don't
Triple
even
is the next big PLE.
they
triple
don't even
right?
PLE.
which
Triple
which
Mania is the
which they
next
had
one.
they had to move night one to a bigger space in Vegas because
Yeah.
they did yeah, so like yeah.
They're about to
Don't.
cook. That's
That's
going to be the
right.
one to
That's
watch.
right. That's
They,
right.
they move into a bigger space, and the main roster need to be moving some of these events to a smaller space.
For real.
Well, well, did we get the final number? Did we get the final number
I was
for?
looking for it. I was looking for it, and I did not see it.
I did not
Okay.
see it released even in the post show.
Okay, I didn't see it either, so we'll probably get the number at some point. But it
Coach
looked
was
fuller
being
than I
nice.
thought it would be, Steve Corey. I mean, it looked fuller than I thought it would be.
Coach was being nice. When he just went through those two matches, I'm gonna be quick, real quick.
Go ahead, go.
I just want to get this off my chest. That women's match might have been the worst match of the year so far. Coach tripping.
Yeah.
He
I'm
talking
not
about
tripping. I'm
Worst PLE
trying to
match
be
or worst match,
diplomatic.
period?
yeah. He's talking about something the men's match was a little better. I'm not even a fan of what the men did, but Solo alone made that match 10 times better than what the women was.
I
That's
feel bad for Fatal Influence because I felt like they deserved better. Of the people that didn't make the card, I'm not mad that Fatal Influence made the card. I really
Mm-hmm.
want them to get the rub for them to have their first PLE match and to kind of listen. Did I think Bree being legit hurt kind of messed everything up? Might
Mm-hmm.
have changed how they put the match together. I get that, but at the end of the day, like it's the true definition of a popcorn match.
Mhm.
There's no way around it. Of all the matches of the night, that was probably the weakest match. I mean, Stace,
Mm-hmm.
what do you got from the 6-person tag matches? Which one did you not
Yeah,
care? I
I mean,
mean,
of the two, I agree. I don't think they're even close. I
yeah,
think there were solid spots. I think there were places in the men's match that you can walk away and go, "That was great."
yeah,
It flowed way better. And come on, how do you have a heel turn that was a predicted heel turn that takes you 7 business days to implement with the Bellas and Paige? I was like, do I need to do a run in? Like, I know we about to turn. Do I need to tag me in? Like,
Yo, she
clearly
was
Bree was
eyeing it
supposed to
for
be.
so long, sis. She was eyeing
Like,
it for so long.
they pan out, we're waiting. I'm like, was I supposed to run in? Like, what's happening?
yeah,
Like, why are we
right,
not
right.
getting there? And Bree's just standing there with her arm. And you're right, Coach. She's standing there, and it's like, and I was like, so clearly Bree was supposed to be the one to do the turn. And so Nikki's like this. She keeps going. And I was like, just go kick her or something. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
it's almost like hit her,
come on.
Nikki, Nick,
Right.
hit her
Like,
right now, Nikki.
Here
Just
hit
do
her.
it,
Hit her.
hit her,
Hit,
like
hit
please,
her.
it,
like
Do what everybody else does and give her a hug and then an uppercut. Like, we got to do something. Like,
yeah,
we could already been on to the next match. It took her so long. And she's been in the business long enough. She should have known how to pivot. And so
yeah,
the match was lackluster. And then what should have been a pivotal moment in the whole PLE, and we're standing there waiting. Like, that was just ridiculous. Now it'd be different if it was new people, right? If this was an NXT or
yeah,
something. These are seasoned professionals, and
yeah.
she could not pull off a turn.
well. We need to stop.
That's trash.
We need to stop. And Coach did it earlier too. I'm jumping on Coach a little bit, but he did this earlier too. Certain people we need to stop calling legends because Nikki Bella is not a legend. She's just
yeah.
somebody who was
I
just
didn't say that. I was like
Professionals,
so-called
though.
legends and
They
stuff
think
like
they're
that.
like
I was like,
oh,
Madonna.
okay.
yeah.
That's on
They
me
are
They
then.
think they're like
professionals.
Hey,
They've been in the
Madonna.
business a long
hey,
time. They know how to do this.
Right.
serious. What you tell me all the time on this show? Because we need Coach to implement that on this show. We don't duck no smoke. Stop being diplomatic. That match was garbage.
No, 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 no,
You
no.
better say it was trash. My kids are waiting to hear you say trash.
It was trash.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think
They waiting for
anybody's
that.
negating that. I don't think anybody's negating that. I was just saying, like, I understand why people refer to Nikki Bella as a legend because
Yeah, I mean, because you were again, like I said, nostalgia's dangerous. Because she was
yeah,
around, back then. I mean, was she really that good back then? I mean, like they, I mean,
There you
again,
go.
like, and Corey, I'll say this.
There you go.
Full disclosure here. I've had way too much to drink to take the filter off tonight. So I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be diplomatic.
He's
Okay,
trying to.
okay,
We
okay,
knew you jumped in
okay,
the pool, and we knew
okay,
you wasn't
okay,
gonna be
okay,
diplomatic.
okay.
We
All
got
right.
But no,
we got
but listen, listen.
we got
I
chill out. My bad.
totally agree. I totally agree. Like it's not even a debate. I think the match was better. I listen. I like I said, I wanted more for Fatal Influence. I not that I wanted them to get the
Mm-hmm.
rub. I wanted them to get the win, but I wish that they got more to do. And I think there's more to come. Like gold has to be around JC Jane's waist. Like
Mm-hmm.
she has a presence about her,
She
and
has it. She has
she
it.
has it. Like
And they
it's just
and they think a lot of other people have it, and no, they don't have it. She has what they think other people
Yep.
has. She has it,
Yep.
yeah.
and yeah, yeah.
Yep.
She's amazing. I love Lainey. I love Fallon. Like I said, I think I said it a couple of shows ago. If you don't watch Backstage Business, please watch Backstage Business every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I said I thought JC Jane was totally ready for the big leagues. I wasn't sure about Lainey and Fallon, and now that I see them on SmackDown every week, I can't unsee them. I love
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
three of them. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
they're great. I think Corey was a champion for JC Jane to get the world title. Since that didn't happen, get her the U.S. title, put
Yeah.
work on it, and let them run roughshod all over SmackDown. I'm here for it. I know you got the baddies. That's a threesome that's pretty solid because Jade is putting in that work. But Fatal Influence is way better than Jade and the baddies, and
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah.
I'm here for it. So, and I love Michin because Michin is menace. Michin is
Oh, but
I love Michin.
there's a third baddie we have to discuss.
okay. We'll get to
And
that soon. Don't worry.
you're only as strong as the weakest link in the chain.
That's right.
B-Fab is
Well, and let's also talk about
She's
the
not
fact
even
that
a
we
link.
know there are some cuts coming. We don't know the state of the baddies in a week anyway.
I know. Hopefully they stick around
I
because
think
I don't
because they're
see.
doing.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying to Stacey's point. I didn't mean to cut you off right there.
No, you good.
I think based off of them being ingrained in a storyline and TV promotion of SmackDown, those two, well, the three of those ladies are straight, but yeah, there's gonna be some cuts coming starting.
The
off.
only thing I would say to that, Aaron, is this time last year with the Secret Harvest that they were solid. They had merch and everything for Chelsea Green,
Yeah,
and then they cut her Harvest right after SummerSlam.
yeah,
And they had
yeah.
just had a match. They had a match on SmackDown the Friday night before, and on Monday
yeah.
she was cut.
What wasn't that start when Piper got hurt? Or no, she's not. She's
Piper was
Yeah,
already
Piper
out.
was. She was already hurt, so
Piper,
it wouldn't
Yeah.
be out of the realm of possibility. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think I want to tap in on the men's match real quick. Some good spots. I thought LA Knight would get the pin. I think you called it, Corey. You called LA Knight getting the pin for Jimmy.
I said Jimmy, yeah.
You said Jimmy, but it wasn't. But we all were in agreement it wasn't going to be Jacob. So the way they
Yep.
did it,
Right.
that Royce took out Jacob out of the way, Jay ate the pin, which is fine. But now I think in the chat, and I think you guys mentioned it too. I'd love to get your guys' opinion. This could be a way to get LA Knight now get him to Roman at some level.
Let me touch on that just for serious.
Please go for it.
Serious. They ain't do nothing but set up Roman LA Knight. Oba's not getting Roman anytime soon.
Nope.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm.
thought at
Yep.
the end of that match when I saw what Brock did, I was like, huh? They could, and then I remembered what happened in that 6-man tag.
Hmm.
They didn't do that for no reason. They've been pushing LA Knight hard, and I think he's finally gonna get the limelight that some of y'all think he should get. But I think he's getting Roman probably at one of those garbage PLEs.
Like
But
WrestlePalooza.
Yeah,
he'll get
WrestlePalooza.
he's gonna get that title.
the BSPLE, man. Like, I mean, I think at this particular point, I have settled the fact that I'm not going to get Oba Roman where I want it. You know what I'm saying?
Hold
I
on,
wanted it.
hold on. Before you touch on that, me and you was just talking in the chat while
Yeah.
I think Punk just might have
Yeah.
ended the Oba Roman thing.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
he set that up.
Yep.
Yeah,
If what me and you think is gonna happen happens tomorrow night, Oba's on the Punk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
he might go to Punk, and
Agreed.
like why wouldn't he? Honestly, like it's not a B title. It's still a pretty good title to put on
Mhm.
him, and you can keep Roman and Oba away from each other for a while. So
Right.
I don't mind that, but I honestly think LA Knight is being set up. It's funny because it's like he's the one that's pushed the bloodline together, and his PTSD has like really brought this group together. Like, you know what I mean? Like your obsession and your like your post traumatic stress. It's like you're so mad from 3 years ago, right? Longer than that, when they used to go busting up beside your head, you pushed them together. So now I think eventually, now I think Seth is probably going to take a little break, which we talked about, and Roman's going to have nothing to do but LA.
I mean, but we've seen this before. You know.
Yeah, they've run this play before.
Yeah. So again, it's like, you know, we've seen it before. So maybe it'll be different this time. Absolutely not, of course.
Oh
But
no,
like, yeah. Won't be different this time. It'll be the same thing. And it's just like look. I mean, look. I remember watching that. And then you're gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna reheat the nachos, dog. Like I don't want to see it again. I actually don't want to see it again.
Right.
And I'm a person who I am pro LA Knight. I like LA Knight. But we've been there, done that already. It's like let somebody else get a chance at the mic. You know what I'm saying? It's like
do you see him? Do you see LA Knight going up against Jacob first, or
yeah,
and
I could
Roman do
see
something
yeah
else?
I could see him and Jacob having a little mini program within the bloodline vortex. You know what I'm saying? That LA Knight has been stuck in for the last like 2 years or so.
Right.
Yeah, so I could definitely see that. When it, like I said,
If you do that though, coach, he don't get the Roman because you're not letting
No,
Jacob
I
lose.
know,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
use LA. I don't use LA Knight getting to Jacob because I think they have invested so much into Jacob Royce Keys
I agree.
that
Yeah, yeah.
LA Knight may have to deal with something else. I don't think it was directly to Roman, but
Can I ask you a
they.
question?
Yeah.
Coming out of that 6-man tag and what we've seen the past couple weeks, what do they do with Solo? He's the biggest
I
star
was
out
gonna
of the
say, what we
whole
doing with
thing.
Solo?
The
Yep.
I
whole
mean,
story, he's the biggest
Jimmy
star
or
out of it.
I
Jay,
mean,
Jimmy
Yep.
or Jay,
Jimmy or Jay.
Jimmy or Jay. Yeah, that's easy.
I don't think. Here's the thing.
Give him the right
Look,
hand man.
the way you've positioned Roman is there has to be levels and before you
Yeah.
get to him, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
And
Yeah.
even though LA Knight, has looked good and did his thing, he has to get through one of the Usos in a Royal program before he goes up to get Jacob Fatu.
Right.
Once he gets done with Jacob Fatu, then he can. I mean, because that's how you guys want to set up. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. That's how they set it up. But if you go through these levels, which we all think there should be,
Yeah.
when you get to Jacob, you're not going to get to Roman because who's beating Jacob outside of Oba? They set
Uh,
Jake. They set Jacob up to be Oba, Jacob, right there.
mhm.
Like he's the monster. Oba's the monster. They set Jacob up to be
Mm-hmm.
the next monster. If
Yeah.
it's not
Right.
Oba, if it's not Oba beating the bloodline, who beats Jacob? They put even tonight, like you said, they positioned Jacob out of the way so
Yeah.
he wasn't getting the pin.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yep.
what do
Yeah.
you do?
I mean, they've
Yeah.
kind of put themselves into a weird situation. It's going to be. I mean, you have to watch. You have to watch SmackDown now.
But I like it because there was there was so there was so limited ways for them to go because of injuries and all this stuff. Now you have some chess pieces that you can move around and play with. So hopefully they don't fumble it like they fumbled everything else so far. You know what I mean? Like don't fumble the bag. But I gotta mention one thing, and then I want to get to Nick Aldis. I absolutely love Jacob's entrance. Oh
Oh, that was
my god,
beautiful.
So
that
good.
was
It
that
was
was
it was
so
amazing.
that
Yeah.
was oh I mean that
Amazing.
mask he had, and then he was just like with the oh my god, like crawling
The
around like a
walk
wolf.
and the dog. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was sick. So
Yeah.
yeah,
All
just
that
keep
to
it going.
lose.
Yeah, yeah. There's just
All that to lose.
yeah, don't fumble this kid. Don't fumble this guy. But Nick Aldis, man, I listen. I didn't know what to expect. Steve really kind of made me do my homework, and I'm like, you know what, this guy can cook. And I thought Gunther was the perfect dance partner for him to really, not have him blow up. He did was a little blown up at the end, but I thought it was the perfect dance partner. Stacy, what did you think about Nick Aldis finally getting his debut in the WWE?
I mean, I thought it was a good match. I was excited for him. You guys know I love Daddy Nick. I thought it was great to see the match, and we talked about that a little bit earlier at the beginning. I thought that overall, considering he's not been in the ring for over 3 years, that it was a good match. Like we've seen Gunther fight other people in the last year, and it was trash. We can't
Yeah.
call this match trash. We've seen him wrestle quite a few people that we were like, that was a lackluster match. And I got to give him his props. It was a good match. They really worked well together. It was great. I loved seeing his family come up at the end. Like that was totally emotional. That
Yeah.
was a big deal. And it was just really cool to see him live a dream. Like we got to be a part of a moment for a man that's been paying his dues a long time. And to see him get to live his dream was really a cool moment to see at SummerSlam. So I felt like because of all of those components, it was definitely a SummerSlam match for me, and I loved it.
What I liked about it, Coach, I want to go to you next. Like, I think not as I think fans we kind of take for granted that people get on PLEs, right? Carmelo hasn't gotten on a PLE,
Yep.
and that's a travesty to me. And
Yep.
watching Nick Aldis talk to Chris Van Vliet for this coming up to this match, like how emotional he got
Hmm.
to be not only have a match, but have a match at a PLE and then have it at the second biggest PLE. You understand like how important it is to have a match. So like it put it in perspective for me because it's like you go to a PLE, you see Raymond or you see Seth, and oh yeah, whatever. But like to see a guy that doesn't get that opportunity very often and finally got that shot, you feel it for him. So, Coach, what did you think about Nick Aldis tonight?
No, I mean, I was a fan. Like I said, and I've been a fan of Nick Aldis for years, even before his like run in WWE. So like this for me, this was really cool to see him finally get his shot at living out a dream. You know, the guy who paid his dues back in TNA and then through NWA. I mean, like I said, this man like NWA, he held it down. I mean, he had a reign that was over 1,000 days. You know, he was holding this promotion down for a long time. He was a top guy in a promotion, you know,
Right.
and that, I mean, it is what it is, you know, and to see the moment with his wife and his son was just like was amazing. It was just cool. It was a cool moment with him and Triple H, you know, during in the post show
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was a really cool moment as well. Like I said, again, he's a guy who I would just say go back and watch some of his old matches. This is a guy who was really good, and it's a shame that it took this long for him to get to WWE because I just wish he could have gotten to WWE 10 years ago. When
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
when he was really going. Like, but yeah, it was a good match. And again, Gunther, you can say what you want to about Gunther. His style, he is truly a ring general. He is going to make whoever is in the ring with him look 100 times better. This man pulled a okay match out of Pat McAfee. Okay, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's
That
like
part.
look
That part.
like
Yes.
let's stop kind of playing with Gunther. It's like I'm a big Gunther
Mhm.
guy. It's just
Me
like
too.
Me too. Me
because I'm a
too.
fan of that old school ring
Yeah.
psychology. Let's tell a story type wrestling. So
Mhm.
Yes.
Gunther is that. That is what he is. And again, it's not the most exciting style. People call it boring and you know whatever. This no. This is real graps, everybody.
Mhm.
And it's
Yes.
and Nick Aldis, after a long layoff, couldn't have had a better person to be in the ring with him because Gunther, if he's not gonna do anything else, he is going to respect the business. He gonna
Yes.
respect the game, and he is not gonna go out there and put out any kind of garbage performance. So he is
Yeah.
gonna pull it out of you because he's like, look, I'm gonna do mine. You know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna embarrass me in this ring because this you know you're not
Right.
gonna embarrass me because when I'm in this ring, this is serious business. I take this seriously. Everybody else think this is for jokes.
Uh-huh.
I take this seriously. And for Nick, he like I said, Gunther couldn't have been the better person. There's not a better person for Gunther. And again, for a guy who is you know this might be one and done for Nick. I don't know what he's gonna do, but it's like he got his one moment, and then it's like okay, yeah, you have Carmelo and Javon and stuff like that, and it's like these guys are still young, and hopefully they got plenty of opportunities to be on SummerSlams down the road. I thought it was
Right.
really special that this guy who's paid his dues, who has given so much to the business, finally got his chance at SummerSlam and at a big PLE. So I mean, yeah, we can bellyache and complain about some of the guys who we and girls that we love not getting a shot at the PLE, but I think this was really special, and I think it was cool that Nick finally got his shot.
Like this is the rookie. Yeah, remember that movie like 20 plus years ago with Dennis Quaid?
Oh, I
That's
Like
love
right.
that
that
movie.
that's what it is. Like he
Based on
got
a
his
true
one
story, by the way.
based on a
Yep.
true story, but they got his one shot. And the one thing you said, Coach, that I'll not disagree with, but I'll make even better. It's not that you're not going to embarrass me. I'm not. Gunther's like I'm not going to let you embarrass yourself. I'm going
That's
to
right.
protect you,
Mhm,
and I'm going to get you through this match, and I'm going to make you look like $1,000,000.
mhm,
And it's all about the dance partner. We all say it too.
mhm,
So that's what I really loved about it. And like it just to see his first of all anytime I get to see Mickey James, I'm in a good mood. And to
mhm,
see his son, I saw a tweet from Mickey James that his their son was so excited to see him, and they're cheering for my daddy. They love the Alders family. Like that was from yesterday, but that's what it's all about. So I mean, I
Yep.
loved it. Controversial Corey, man. What do you think about Nick Aldis first? Maybe it's one and done, but what do you think about his match?
I'm happy he got his moment. It was a good match. I'm not gonna break up y'all's kumbaya moment. Y'all go ahead.
He wants to hate so bad. Hate,
No,
hate,
no,
hate,
no,
hate,
Corey.
hate.
Go ahead, Corey. Make sure your audio right, because I want to hear every second of this.
Coach, I have nothing. I have nothing to say bad. It was a good match. Nick
No,
Aldis
you
can
can't,
still
you can't,
go.
you can't throw like my grandmother said. You can't throw the rock and then hide your hand, Corey.
I'm not
You know what I'm
hiding my
saying?
hand. I'm just like, I
No,
mean,
come on, baby, come on.
Oh,
like
please. No.
he got his moment. I'm happy for him. Nick Aldis got
But,
his moment. There's no but. There's no
but
but.
that
All
that
right.
It was,
that.
it was a
Are
good
you
match.
sure there's no but? You sure there's no but? You're good, right?
There's
In
no but. It
conjunction
was a good.
to
It was it was a good match. I'm just y'all are in here talking and this is a fairy tale and Jesus Christ, y'all. It was a good match.
Oh,
Oh, come
come on,
on.
Corey. You got.
hurt you, Corey.
Okay, all right,
You
okay,
know what?
all right.
Jesus Christ.
If
Oh my
if
God,
Cody
his son
Rhodes
got to
turned
see
heel,
him,
we wouldn't
man.
hear the end
We
of
got
it.
to
Not
if you want
No, but I
that,
mean,
we
it's
can
just a
put
thing.
him
Like it's just like a thing. Like when Cody like finished the story, it was a culmination of like things stuff like that. It was like hey,
I
everybody,
I
Uh-oh.
I didn't give a damn about Cody finishing
yeah,
his story.
yeah, Corey, everybody else did. Corey,
But
it's
you
like
all
just because
but
you don't like something doesn't
yeah,
mean it's like that. It's
but coach,
fine, you know.
it's
coach,
Like
fine,
coach,
Corey.
it's
first of
fine,
all, coach,
Corey.
coach, you my dog. I'm not gonna argue with you.
No, I'm not arguing. It's just like
Hold
Corey.
on,
I wish
no.
like
Hold on, no. Hold on, no. Hold on, no. You just said, but that's you. Yes,
yeah.
because Villain just said, Corey, what did you think? So Corey told
No,
you,
but you said,
what
but
did
I don't want to
you?
break up y'all kumbaya
I know
moment.
because me just saying it was a good match. He got his moment. I'm happy for him. That's not y'all was just gushing. I'm gonna sound like a downer. I didn't want to sound like a downer. It
Oh,
was a
you
good
don't want to
match.
sound like a downer, but we all know you a down. You know what?
But
Anyway,
here, but here we are.
here
Look at
we
us.
are.
Look at
And
us.
look,
Who would have
I've
thought?
who would have
Look at
thought?
us. Who would have
Look at
thought?
us.
Look at
Who
us.
would have thought? Who would
I've
have
been
thought?
doing this with y'all. I've been doing this with y'all for a little while now, and I've
Yeah.
literally only been on a show with Coach maybe 5 times. I ain't want to break up Coach Kumbaya. Mama. He clearly loves Nick Aldis.
It's not. It's not. I love wrestling. I love
Yeah.
good wrestlers. I
Me
am a
too.
wrestling historian. I love
Yes, you
more.
are.
I love more than just one promotion. I sit up and I will watch a Nitro from 1993 just cause. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I love this shit. This is not something that I just do like just like for giggles and stuff like that. It's like
Mm.
that's why it's like yeah,
Well,
maybe I
it
do get
wasn't
a little
It wasn't
emotional about
Nitro from 1993. You're talking about WCW Saturday night.
the
Saturday night.
the mothership.
Yeah, on
Yep.
TBS at 6:05 p.m.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
So
Always oh
Uh,
05. Always oh
always,
05.
yeah.
always on
So
oh
yeah.
05. That's what I go. I listen. That's when I was like a stinger. I was a stinger fan. You
Oh,
couldn't tell me nothing.
Sting's my guy. Like Sting's
You
my
could,
guy. That's why I was
yeah,
so upset with what happened when he finally got to New
yeah.
York.
No,
You know what I'm
it should
saying?
have.
As they call it.
It should
Yeah.
have been Taker. It should have been
Yeah.
Taker.
Should have
Yeah.
been taken. Should have been
I
taken.
mean, Triple H took care of him, but it should have been Taker.
Took care
Serious.
of him.
What's that?
Oh, that's a whole nother. Took care of him. That's a whole nother show. Who should have
All
won the
right,
match,
we'll do.
though?
We'll
Who
save
should have
that
won
for
the match,
another show.
though?
We'll save that for
Well,
another. Serious,
we
give me a
about to
quick.
have a history show.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Took
Serious,
care
give
of
me a
him.
quick one. Give me a quick one.
what was the question?
I forgot.
What you thought of the
How
match?
much how much of a hater Corey is? No,
Oh,
Nick
you already
Aldis,
know
Aldis
the
right?
match.
answer to this
I'm
question.
not even hating at my full potential yet.
I'm about to drop you out this show. You better
He's
be
not even
quiet.
at 25% haterade right now.
I know, right? No, just Nick Aldis real
He's
quick. Nick
sipping, not
Aldis real
drinking.
quick.
Yeah, Corey. Like I still got my warm ups on. Like yes.
I mean, I liked it, man. It was a great match for him. I felt as though he got some move sets off and paid homage to his former self or whatever the case may be. I felt as though Gunther really got in there and protected him a little bit. You clearly could see him talking himself through it and talking the way all the way around it. When Nick got that big spot, you know what I'm saying, he was checked on and everything. So I mean, everything was good. He got him to tap. He got out the way and let him have his moment. So I loved every second of it. Again, to Barry's point, anytime you get to see Mickie James, it snaps you back to when you first fell in love with Mickie James because she ain't aged at all. But happy for his son and his family, man. To Coach's point at the end, where he turned in his resignation and everything, and Triple H said, "No, well, that's not how we're gonna work, man." Ripped it up and whatnot. Again, this is why we fell in love with the WWE. That's why we fell in love with the sport. You know what I'm saying? Like for moments like this, for people to, have moments like this. Not everybody gets the swan tongue, son. Not everybody gets to go off on their own terms. Not everybody gets to have their wife and family come up in the ring at a major PLE and soak in all of that love. And for Nick, salute to you, my man. I mean, you deserve every bit of it. And if this is where you hang the boots up, so be it. If not, I want to see you go at it one more time or a couple more times with somebody. Hearing that.
I don't think he needs to. I think.
Yeah, no, I think this was a period at the end of his sentence.
Yeah, I think this is good. I think it's a good way to hang it up. But like speaking of,
y'all don't think real quick on Nick Aldis, y'all don't think he should get a crack at a program with Cody?
No, I don't think. I don't.
I felt like that's where I felt like that should have been the thing anyway. They got this.
I gotta be honest with you. I love the match. I love seeing him out there, but I feel like him doing a program with somebody is taking away from somebody that we really need to be in a program. Like I'm really sick of Carmelo Hayes not being on the PLE. I'm sick of a lot of. I'm sick of. No, but I'm saying, but walk with me here. Like while I'm happy Nick Aldis got this match with Gunther, am I disappointed that Braun Breaker didn't get a match at SummerSlam? Yeah, I am. Like so, you understand what I'm saying? There's only so many spots on a PLE. While I'm happy Nick Aldis got that spot, I'm also disappointed. So don't get that spot. You know what I mean? So there's got to be that balancing act. And I thought your video was really apropos about what to do with Braun Breaker, and they're fumbling him. He's the guy that should be on this PLE and didn't get a match. So while I would love to see that as a fan, I got to be fair. I want to see these young guys get their shot too. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, Braun Breaker is slowly losing interest because you can see it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
It's just like every match, every promo, everything he is just checking out more and more. And it's like you see you watch Unreal and it's just like he's so like, yeah, I just love it. I love everybody and everything's so good and it's just, I love the business and I love and it's just like look this how they do you, Braun. It's like it's like you're being a good soldier. You're staying in line. You're doing what they're telling you to do. And then this is how they do you. It's just like it stinks. You know that they do.
You got it.
They beat the joy out of them. They didn't beat.
They exactly. You can see like did y'all get a chance to see like the we don't get to see it on Netflix, but like internationally get to see it. Like the promo that they had. It was
we talked about it last week.
He was just standing there, just like
you visibly pissed off, like
all right, yeah.
I've said it on different shows, Coach. Roman Reigns said, "You know what? I had to be an asshole." And that's what Braun Breaker has to do. He has to say, no, I don't want to do this anymore. You need to fix this or I'm done. So that's what it's going to take. But really, talking about this, because we could talk about Braun. I want to save that for Wednesday. Talking about nostalgia and hanging up the boots. The final match of the night to close the show, Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. I sent you guys the one of my favorite gifts of all time. I'm fine. And I'm not fine because I thought I was ready to just I don't want to see him anymore. Go, but I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. I just there's no way around it. Like I whatever he. Let's just move that aside. I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. And I thought the way he walked out of the ring. A lot of guys like when Ric Flair retired. Got out of the ring, and that was it. Got out of the ring right away. And a lot of people, when they retire, like when Gunther retired Cena out of the ring, he retired AJ, got out of the ring. Brock said, "No, I'm here. I'm here."
Yep.
And he gave him his moment.
Yep.
He didn't have to do that. So, Stacey, Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. It was about serious. What was the time you had for the match? About 13, 14 minutes?
I'll pull it up in a minute. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I think you said about 13 minutes.
Yeah,
it was like
about 13.
Yeah, about 9 minutes of entrance.
It was about 13 minutes. The whole match from intros was 22:36.
Okay.
Which is great.
So, yeah, talk to me about the match. Talk to me about the moment. Whatever you want to go with it, Stace. Go ahead.
I mean, I've never been a Brock Lesnar fan. Never been a fan.
Mhm.
Um, but it was top notch tonight. Like it really was. And honestly, and I know Corey hates this, but reading and seeing all of the behind the scenes stuff leading into it, to see that Brock has really taken an investment in making his backstage legacy be very good. And that he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to, right? Nowhere does it say that you have to be a stand-up dude for the next people, for the people coming up. And
Right.
so he not only recognized that behind the scenes, but then he made sure that that was known tonight. And I love that. I mean, we talked about this a couple times that we think that he really did want to retire at WrestleMania, and they were like, "No, absolutely not." So he's like, "Okay, you're going to make me come back, and I'm still going to do this how I want to do it." And
Yeah.
so he made sure that there was no question tonight. And it was great to see him do it in his home state. It was great to see it be not a quick match. For them, that was a long match. And it was solid. Like it was a go, go, go match. There wasn't any time where either one of them was laying around for 2, 3, 4 minutes. So they
Right.
kept a great pace. And it was an emotional match. Like it really was an emotional match. And so uh, it was the right match to be the last match. Even if he wasn't retiring, it was the right match to be at the end. So to see everything go down, including the end with the two of them in the ring and his emotional, "I'm the past, he is the future," was wonderful. It really
Yeah.
was wonderful.
Corey, talk to me about Brock and Oba.
I loved it. They did what we thought they could do. Like Stacy said, they kept a hell of a pace. It was no even when Brock was tired, it was no I'm gonna lay here and take a break. It was
Mhm.
nonstop. So for them to go nonstop for 13 minutes with Brock being at the advanced age and part of his career that he's at, I think it was a great match. Like Stacey said, because they were in Minnesota, it was the only match that should have closed the show.
Yep.
Right.
So all of that was good. I love the end. And I love hearing about the stuff Brock's doing backstage. I love finding out that he took over to the side and was like, "Hey, you're next, and I'm gonna take a liking to this kid, and this is who I want to be my last match." Somebody said it earlier. I can't remember which one of y'all said it, but he did it his way. He
Mhm.
went out the way he wanted to go out with who he wanted to go out with. He didn't let them force somebody on him that he didn't want,
Yep.
and it was perfect. If that's it, which we all think it is, if that's it, he did it perfect. And I like you said, villain. I'm more of a fan than Brock than you though, but I'm a
Mhm.
Brock Lesnar fan. I'm gonna miss
Mm-hmm.
seeing him. So, but if that's it, he went out. There was no better way to go out, especially with the ode to the Undertaker in the middle of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect to that. Respect.
Everything
Yeah.
he did tonight was perfect. So
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, I'll let you go. Talk to me about Oba and Brock. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hinted on it like in my opening, where like I said, look, Brock, look, I think TKO wanted Brock's ending to be a certain way, and
Yeah.
he laughed in their face and said, "No, I'm gonna do this the way I want to because I'm Brock Lesnar." You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pick who I want. I'm gonna do it when I want. I'm definitely gonna do it in Minnesota and not in Las Vegas at your corporate, desert
Right.
party. You know what I'm saying? I want to do
Right.
it in my home state. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna pick who I want, and then I'm gonna do it, and then the build up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this. I want to have. I don't want to just have just one last match. I want to have a little series with them. And it was fantastic. I did like the kind again. The reason why he gives these nods to the Undertaker is because again, like you had, and again, I love Stone Cold to death. I love The Rock to death. I love these guys, and it's like but the Undertaker let him end the WrestleMania streak because the Undertaker was like, "No, if anybody's gonna end this streak, it's gonna be this kid because this kid is legit." Brock Lesnar remembered that, and he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna do something very similar to what Taker did for me." You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna pick. I want this kid because this kid is legit. And there might not be no knock on Gunther or anybody else, but Brock was like, "Hey, this is the guy who I want to send me out." This is the guy who I want to end this. And so then,
Right.
and like I said, during this whole thing, you could see him like just enjoying this. You know what I'm saying? You can see he genuinely likes Obafemi. He really likes this kid and took a liking to him and just kind of took him under his wing. And he's probably like, look, and you got to do this and you got to do that and So it's just, and then having Brock Lesnar kind of take you under his wing is going to be very valuable for Oba down the line, because like he's teaching him how to be a beast, how to be a ruler, how to be that monster in the ring, how to have that presence, how to work big,
Mhm.
and nobody worked bigger better than Brock Lesnar. He was just such a presence in the ring, and just you felt it. It's just like he never seemed small in the ring, even when he lost,
Right.
even
Right.
when other wrestlers were getting the better of it. It was like, oh my god, and Cena's getting Lesnar up, and it was like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though these other big strong guys were doing things, it was just like, well, they're doing this to Brock Lesnar. So
Right.
yeah, I will say one thing though, and I think we all kind of looked at this. I think that Fall of Grace is supposed to be on the wood. He just he he just
Mhm.
he
I
just
think
he
it was
just
like
he
that
just
He
was.
does. He does.
yeah, he just missed it.
Yeah.
Cause again, at that point in the match, Brock probably weighed 500 pounds to Oba
Mhm.
at that
Mhm.
point in the match. 'Cause they both were blowed up, and
Yep.
yeah, Brock probably weighed 500 pounds to Oba,
Yeah.
and I do think that Fall from Grace was supposed to be on the wood, and he missed a little bit, but other than that, it was a fantastic match, and yeah, like Corey said, no other match was going to end night one besides that match.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
just that's how it had to be. And that's no offense to anybody else on the card, but yeah, that had to be the ending of night one, because we know it wasn't gonna be the ending of night two. So it's like that. So when you look at it, it's like, of course that's going to end night one. And again, like, I am going to miss Brock Lesnar. It's like like behind the scenes stuff and stuff, whatever like that. Be damn. It's like I am going to miss Brock Lesnar, because when you hear that dun dun, it's like, okay,
Everybody knows.
playtime is over. It is about to get real fast, because
Right.
Brock's not coming out here to play, because he never has and he never will. So,
Mhm.
as Jim Ross would say, business is about to pick up. You know, and so
Business
like,
picked up.
yeah, and business always picked up whenever you heard that. So yeah, man, like, if this is it was a perfect way to go out. So yeah,
So,
Yeah.
Coach, let me ask
Absolutely.
you a question.
sure.
Where does Heyman go?
Heyman goes back.
This is
Heyman
his
goes back.
home.
He gets the vision back together. I
Okay.
think because they actually they need some guidance, because they're just running around like a bunch of chickens with their head cut off. Maybe he goes back and he's like, you just couldn't get it done without me, huh? It's like, so maybe he goes back to the vision. I don't
You
know.
don't you don't you don't you don't think with especially the way that 6 man finished, maybe the bloodline tries to get him back in the fold.
mm, bring the wise man back, even though, like, I
It's been
mean,
a lot. It's been a lot of talk about the bloodline needing a wise man. There was even at one point talk of Rikishi doing it, which is dumb as hell.
Yeah.
yeah, let's
So
Yeah.
let's
No.
let's not do that.
I'd
Let's not
rather
do that.
I'd rather him just get Braun Breaker back
Braun
on
Breaker.
track.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
that's
like,
That's
it's
all I
like,
want.
save Braun from the vision, and then just
Yeah.
like just do that. Yeah, like,
Yeah. Save Braun from purgatory. But
and Bronson's
um
still tweeting.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
A ton.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
I mean,
kind of
so
hoping
so
he would
so
come
so
out
so
there,
so
but
so can we hit a reset button? Can we just hit a reset button and just blow this whole thing up, and then let's just start the vision over. Let's just say, okay, Braun and Brunson, you back in the game, baby. All right, here we
So
go. None,
yeah,
none of that other
that's all we
none of
want.
that other stuff ever happened, boys. Like,
Yeah.
all right, here
so
we go.
I've
Yeah.
been
That's it.
arguing. I've been arguing with Sirius and Villain about this for at least a month. You just said you a historian. The company can make you forget what they want to make you forget, can't they?
hmm
I've been trying to
Oh yeah.
tell Sirius and them that because we were arguing over somebody that pinned Obafemi in NXT, and the
Ricky
WWE has
Saints.
made. I know, but I said somebody because only you and NXT fans remember that because they made you
Oh,
forget.
I dig it. I dig it. Listen, I don't disagree with you.
But
Um,
but I mean, but that was the rare bad booking by in NXT, I think, because it's just like
Yeah.
it didn't do anything for anybody, and then for Oba to just come, it was just like, look, and we look, backstage business, backstage politics. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we all know who Ricky Saints is cool with backstage, so it's like, maybe I don't know. So it's like,
But they can
but
make. But my point is, they can make you forget what they
Oh
want to make
yeah.
you forget. They can get Heyman back with the Bron and hit a reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's all we
And
want.
Yeah.
then
That's all.
yeah,
That's what we
Yeah,
want.
no, that's definitely the play. Now that we
yeah.
sitting here and we're thinking about it, it's like that's definitely just hit the reset button. It's just like, hey, none of that stuff ever happened. It was a big fever dream. Y'all don't
Yep.
remember that. Y'all don't.
Right.
What do you mean? Who is Austin Theory? I don't know who you're talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because
Like,
right
yeah,
now Austin is
That's
not
That's
playing
Mr.
sidekick
Dupree.
Austin
That's
Theory.
Mr.
yeah,
Dupree.
yeah.
That's
I
all we
don't know who
need,
you
young.
talking about. I don't know who Logan Paul is. The YouTuber. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
But
They can hit you. They can hit you with the Men in Black real quick.
exactly. Oh
get
man.
the dries over
Yep.
here. Yeah. Serious. Give me your opinion of Brock over real quick, and then we can let's shut it down.
I thought it was very good. I like everything about that match. I felt as though both men had some spots. I mentioned in the chat that at Brock Lesnar's age, him taking as many bumps as he did was a bit risky. But they pulled it off. To Coach's point, and I think we all saw it. I do think that fall from where he should have been on the wood, but I wonder if they pivoted due to potentially, some type of a malfunction or injury or something like that. Because if you look at it, when Brock fell, he did kind of look over at that spot, almost it's like just barely missed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too sure what the game plan was there. Everything that we've seen from these three matches has shown me that each one of these guys are going to protect and look after each other. Two big titans going at it. So until I'm shown or told otherwise, that may have been a pivot. But I felt as though, for those two guys, 13 and some change was well over. But they put it together. To Stacy's point, the pace was good. So I'll give it a thumbs up, man. It was a good match.
Yeah, I thought the match was good. I thought the pace, to your guys' point, it didn't stop. It kept going. It was a good, solid 13 minutes. That's why I thought they were blown up by the end. But um, one of the things I agree with Coach, and I agree with Corey too. It's like he handpicked Oba. Like while everybody wanted Gunther to retire him because that would have helped, but beating Brock means something. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
Brock has protected
Yes.
his whole career. Like Brock has beaten a lot of people. Undertaker beat him, whoever you want. Big Show might have beat him once or twice, or Cena, Roman. But when Roman finally beat Brock, it meant something, right?
Yeah.
So for Boba to get that kind of rub, where Brock has eaten pins before, but when on the top off your hand the people that have pinned Brock Lesnar, and now you could put Oba in that list, and that means something. So that's what it meant. Like I thought Gunther could have used it, but Oba needed it more because Oba is going to be bigger than Gunther. Oba is going to be the face of this company. Gunther is never going to be the face of this company. So if that can mean something, it has to mean more to Oba than it does to Gunther. So I totally agree with you. Like I said, I love the way that he just, he handed you're the beast now. Like it, and he didn't have to do that, and I thought it means a lot. And Oba's here now, and now it's up to the creative department not to screw this up, right?
Right.
Not
That's
I'm not
asking a
sure
lot.
where they. Yeah, it's saying a lot. I don't
That's
know where
asking
they.
a lot.
I don't know where they go from this. I know where I want it to go. I want Oba and Braun to finish out the year. I don't know what we'll get, but don't screw this kid up. Don't do it. Like you screwed everything else up. Ilya Dragunov and Jordan Grace are not going to be here much longer. You had Lash Legend in a 4-minute match get the qualifying for the ladder for tomorrow night. Like there's a lot of fumbling going on around. Don't fumble this kid. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do it. That's what I gotta say on it. I don't know if anybody got anything else to say on tonight, but if
I
you
got a
don't,
question. It's not for tonight, but I asked y'all Wednesday, but Coach wasn't here. Coach, what's the big surprise for tomorrow? We always get something huge for SummerSlam.
So we got Randy Orton tonight.
Which we didn't even talk
No,
about.
you know what me and Sirius picked, or do you not know?
So I did not, because I wasn't able to go back and watch this week's backstage business. I was a little bit busy Wednesday night, so I get a chance to back and watch it. So what do you guys think? See if
Dwayne.
we agree. Okay, so then he'll come out, he'll like pound his chest, he'll point to the sky, he'll have a bottle of Terramana, you know what I'm saying, and then he'll moonwalk back to the back, and then he'll go on Pat McAfee and say how wrestling is a bunch of BS or whatever like that. Like,
Right.
me and Roman were just sitting with Cody the other day, and we'll drink.
And that's not what I meant. I didn't mean it literal. I just meant it as in theory.
I think the big surprise tomorrow night. I do think we'll get the big guy, the big kid, the other Samoan, the big tall one,
Zilla.
Zilla?
Zilla.
Zilla.
I think we'll get Zilla to come help Roman, and then
Help Roman. Okay.
yeah. Think we'll get Zilla to come help Roman, and then that'll be like it'll look like the bloodline is being defeated and stuff like that, and then it's like, who is that? And then like there's another 7-foot Samoan that we have not accounted for. So like yeah, I'm just to go somewhere totally out of center field. You know what I'm saying, left field. Yeah, I'll say Zilla Fatu. We'll get him.
Okay.
I honestly think Roman goes clean. I don't think he's going to get help. I think
He has to go clean. He has to
I
go
tell you,
clean.
I tell you what I want to happen, and I think one of y'all sent it, or maybe I put it in the chat. Somebody, I think we've all seen it, and somebody was talking about it. I either want Roman to go over clean, or I want Roman to lose.
Mm.
Now I'm saying I want him to go over clean. I want him to lose because it's nothing like having this guy who some of us think is one of the greatest of all time, maybe even the GOAT. But there was always one guy he couldn't get
Always
past.
one.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't. I'd be a little irritated at first because I'm a fan and I'm biased. But either go over clean or have Seth beat him. I don't want Bloodline to help because then it's like, well, you still ain't beating.
But the bloodline would help him all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
He's done it
yeah,
all by himself on this run,
yeah.
and I think they've
He's-
made that a point.
yeah, they've made it a point since last year's Clash in Paris. Like, I got to do this by
Yes.
myself. Like, I don't want to see y'all at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I see y'all till Christmas. Yeah, I see y'all till Thanksgiving. It's like,
But like that's what he wants, right? He wants to show that he even said it when Jacob destroyed what's his face on Raw. Like I'm trying to do it the right way. That's what he
Y'all
said,
won't
right?
let me. Yep, I'm trying,
Yep.
and y'all
I'm
won't.
trying to do. So like I want him to do it the right way, and I just prove that you are that you
all
are
right.
him. And, you know what I mean?
Okay, so I'll say that in like Dean Ambrose. No, seriously.
That'd be great, right?
No, you know what? Drew McIntyre.
You know
Okay.
what? You know what? Serious? I changed because we've argued about it for about 10 hour of arguing time between just us. Nobody in the world really thinks they gonna pull the trigger. They gonna pull the trigger on Chelsea Green.
Okay,
I'm
I hope
calling it.
so.
In my opinion, I'm guaranteeing it. That's my surprise of the night. I don't think Dwayne's coming because they just dropped that damn Jumanji trailer.
Now see. When I said that in the chat, y'all thought, oh, coach is just joking. You know what I'm saying? Just joking around. Yeah, coach is joking. Like I'm just joking. Like no. Like there's always a little truth behind all my jokes. Like so, it's like it's just,
Yeah, I saw that Jumanji trailer today when I went to see Spider-Man. WWE's calling.
But I told y'all this trailer existed last week, and y'all thought I was just saying it, just talking out of the side of my neck. I'm just.
I know.
I haven't laid my eyes on it yet.
I unfortunately had to. It was a lot of trailers I saw this morning, and that was one of them. I mean, the Doom trailer was really good.
To be fair, when me and Sirius was talking about The Rock coming back to set up a Mania match, A is because I know Saudi wants it, but B I know Moana flopped.
Bomb.
Yep.
Bad.
So I was assuming, all right, that flop, he ain't got nothing else. I totally ignored him and Kevin Hart. I didn't even realize they made another Jumanji. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeez.
So,
Yeah.
it's coming. So, I mean, I just want KO back. That's all I want. I just want
Rumor
KO.
has it
He's
he's
coming
ready.
Friday.
Friday.
He's coming Friday.
Okay,
Friday.
Friday. So we'll see. But night one is in the books. Everybody gave it about a C. and hopefully night two exceeds it or it matches it. So we'll see what happens. I am so glad to do a show with you guys. I appreciate everybody that's been watching with us. Make sure you get to our sponsor ProMead, get to their website promead.com, use your exclusive code executives 2026, get 15% off your entire order. If you don't know what ProMead is, they are great at the bedding, the pillowcases, all that good stuff you need for your room. It's silk, baby. You gotta have your lady laying on silk, baby. Can't mess up that hair. She get her hair did once a month. You can't mess that thing up. So go get over to the site, get over to promate.com and use that promo code. But I appreciate everybody. Coach, it's always a pleasure to do a wrestling show. I get to do Total Sports with you every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I love doing wrestling with you. I love talking wrestling with you. So give us a plug in the codes and
I
get us
think
that
it's
out of here,
shared
dude.
custody of coach. Sometimes you guys get him, sometimes we get him. I don't think that this should be a single parent situation. There are other parents that would like to have custody of coach. I'm just saying.
No. I mean, look. I mean, it's just one of them things. Was like, we all watch sitcoms growing up. It's like this was a Coach episode. It's like Coach come around, everyone's like, we're around, like, hey, it keeps it special. It's like, if I'm around all the time, then y'all be like, oh, go back to Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? But
You can't have Jerome by Martin every week when you got Jerome on it.
You didn't see bruh man every episode. You know what I'm saying? So when he came, it was like, look, it's bruh man. You know what I'm saying? No, look, man, like, you definitely check out ProMeet. Definitely check out the website. We got all kind of blogs and stuff like that going. I entered into the blog arena this week. So make sure you check that out. I love coming and talking wrestling. It is one of the few things in my life that I'm truly passionate about. Like wrestling, college football. I used to be passionate about Rockets basketball, but they've taken the joy. Like Bron Breakker, the Rockets have taken that joy that I once had. Man, look, like I said, backstage business every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. Make sure you check it out. If you haven't, make sure you check out the junior execs. Go back, even though go back and watch it because it was adorable, it was cute, and it was a pretty good analysis and stuff like that. And I would say, you don't want to get on the other side of Avery. I'll tell you that much.
Don't take her spot. Do not take her spot.
Nope, that's right.
So like that being said, man, look, wrestling is more alive than ever. But y'all know what? Kayfabe, it's dead.
I love it. Thank you, Coach. Queen B in the house. Thank you so much for popping through, Coach. Thank you so much. We love having a coach on the show. But give us a plug and a close, beautiful one.
It's always a joy. I love it when Coach is here. When he says he's a history aficionado when it comes to WWE and all of wrestling, he really is. When he's here, I hang on his every word. I think we all feel the same way because I learned so much, and he brings back such great memories that it's just a joy, and I love it when he's here. So I love these post shows for that reason, and so many others. Like, I love them. We're all together. These are great live reaction nights, so we'll be back at again tomorrow night. Same time, shortly after the show, we'll post it when we're ready to go live. And I think we've got a guest. I think our friend and pal Wrestling with Honey is going to be here, Crystal. So I'm excited for that. She has done some great podcasting. She's an amazing content creator, and she has done so many wrestling interviews. Like, she just knows everybody. She is just amazing. She's just wonderful. And so that'll be exciting for her to be here tomorrow night. So join us tomorrow night for another thing of hard truths, because it'll be, I think tomorrow night's going to be even better than tonight. Tonight was pretty great. Love you, fam.
Thank you, Stacy. We love you, man. Serious.
We
was right. They was wrong. That's all I'm saying. That's all I can say, bro. That's all I need to say.
Yo, man, it's your boy Sears up in that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and pleasure doing these show with these individuals on tonight, man. They already touched on it. Let me double tap real quick. Tomorrow night, probably around the same time, 9:20, 9:30, if they keep it the same clock today. the guys to be here. I unfortunately will not man duty cause I got to go to work, but they will be in the building, man. Then next week, man, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we got 2 shows for you on Tuesday, man. The homie Villain's gonna pop that off with his G-Men, and then Total Sports to follow right after that, man. So give us a little bit. Probably will recap everything that we're learning in training camp from our football teams, talk a little basketball, baseball, trade deadline. By the time we get on air on Tuesday, would have came and gone. So we'll find out where players are pretty much going to be chilling at for the remainder of the year, man. But with that being said, thanks everybody for rocking with us. Our friends over at Nonsense Thoughts, Big Trav, Wicked Bitter, thanks for rocking with us, man. Looking forward to hearing what Wrestling Honey does on tomorrow with the group, man. Said Virginia, Wrestling Mamas, so many people that have put their hand in the pile and pushed this thing forward, man. I always say this table's big enough for everybody. Get in where you fit in. And I always close out my shows like this, man. God is good, even though sometimes people are not, man. Catch you guys next week, man. Peace.
Truly, thank you so much for everybody. Thank you for ProMe for sponsoring our show. Can't wait for tomorrow. Wrestling with Honey, she'll be in the building with us. Sirius won't be here, but we'll hold it down for him. I absolutely love doing these reaction shows. We started it for one show. We thought it'd be a good idea, and now it's something we do every PLE, and we get such a great response. We can't appreciate you guys enough for listening to us. Get to our website, executiveview.com. We got a lot of great content up there. All our shows are up there from the YouTube channel, Total Sports, that's on Tuesdays. We got the Niners show that comes on every other Monday. The Giants show, we're back at it on this Tuesday. Backstage Business, one of our tentpole shows every Wednesday, talking all things wrestling. We got a lot of shows. Make sure you check out the Junior Execs. They had a great show on Friday. My daughter Avery, Brian Jr., Alex Malik, we're so proud of them. Proud parents watching our kids talking about wrestling. Without us, we don't do anything. We just sit there and make sure that they don't cuss, but they do a great job. Listen, we'll be back at it tomorrow night. Like I said, around the same time. We'll everybody just come out. We're going to enjoy doing the show with you guys. But the ring is now officially broken down. Brock Lesnar ripped it all up. So all we had to do was take the little pieces and put it in the trucks with Dan Housen's face on it. We're going to come back and set it up tomorrow. We appreciate everybody. Listen, go back and support your local neighborhood villain. If you don't have one, you got the best one here. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. See you tomorrow. Hey.